Ofgem just confirmed it. July 2026, your gas and electricity bill goes up 24%. That is £221 extra a year landing on your doormat in 6 weeks. And the thing they are not telling you? 1 in 4 people already calling Step Change Debt Helpline is spending more than 20% of their take-home pay just keeping the lights on. This is not a forecast. This is not a maybe. The price cap is locked in. But here is what I am going to show you in the next 8 minutes, exactly how to cut that bill before July hits, legally, permanently, and without waiting for the government to save you. Because they are not coming. Let us be exact about what is happening, because the headlines are burying the real number. The Ofgem price cap from July 1st moves to £1,720 per year for a typical household. That is up from £1,568. £152 on the headline, but that is the typical usage figure. If you have got a 3-bed semi, kids, anyone working from home, you are looking at £221 or more. And typical usage is calculated on a home that barely uses the heating. Now, £221 sounds manageable until you stack it. Council tax up 5% in April. Groceries still 8% above 2023 levels. Water bills up 26% this year alone. These are not separate problems. They are one problem. Your household fixed costs are eating your wages faster than your wages can grow. The Bank of England knows this. The Treasury knows this. What they are not saying out loud is that for about 6 million households in the UK, this July cap tips them from struggling to genuinely in crisis. And the window to act is right now, before the meter ticks over on July 1st. In a moment, I am going to show you the 5 moves that actually work. Not the ones on the government website. The real ones. Move 1. And this one alone could save you £150 this year. The warm home discount. If you are on universal credit, pension credit, or certain low-income benefits, you may qualify for a £150 rebate applied directly to your energy account. Not a voucher. Not a form you fill in and hope. A direct credit to your account before winter. The scheme reopens in the autumn, but here is the bit people miss: eligibility is assessed on your benefit status now. If your circumstances changed in the last 6 months, new job loss, new baby, change in hours, check your eligibility today, not in October. The government quietly moved this to an automatic system for most claimants, which means if your details with DWP are not current, you could be eligible and still miss the payment entirely. Log into your Universal Credit Journal. Update your rent costs, childcare costs, any change in income. Do it this week. Now, the warm home discount is a one-off. What I am about to show you next is how to permanently reduce what you are paying before the cap even hits. And most people have no idea this option exists. Here is something that will genuinely surprise you. For the first time since 2021, fixed tariffs are back. Right now, several major suppliers are offering 12-month fixes at rates below the July price cap. I will say that again. You can lock in a rate today that is cheaper than what Ofgem is about to set as the legal maximum. That window closes fast. The moment more people realize this, and they will, those deals disappear. Go to the Ofgem comparison tool or Money Experts Energy Club. Not a third-party site that gets a commission. The official tools. Compare on your actual usage, not estimated. Pull your last 3 bills. Get the kilowatt-hour number. Use that. And if you tried switching before and got burned in 2022, the market is different now. The remaining suppliers are capitalized. And if they do collapse, Ofgem moves you automatically. Your credit is protected up to £2,000. Do not let 2022 fear stop you from saving £200 in 2026. But switching is only one lever. Stay with me, because the next one is free, takes 20 minutes, and most landlords will never tell you it exists. This is the one that makes people genuinely angry when they find out. The government has been quietly running a scheme called ECO4, Energy Company Obligation, since 2022. Under ECO4, energy companies are legally required to fund insulation upgrades for eligible households. Free. Not a loan. Free. Loft insulation. Cavity wall insulation. In some cases, air source heat pumps. The eligibility criteria: you are on certain benefits, or your home has an EPC rating of D or below, or your household income is under a certain threshold. Millions of people qualify and have never applied. Why? Because the energy companies are required to fund it, not to promote it. Go to the Simple Energy Advice website, the government's own portal. Or call 0800 444 202. Free. No obligation. They will tell you in 10 minutes if you qualify. A properly insulated home uses 30 to 40% less energy. That means every future price cap rise hits you less hard than your neighbor who did nothing. You are not just saving money this July. You are permanently reducing your exposure. That is the difference between reacting to the system and getting ahead of it. And the next thing I am going to show you is what to do if you are already behind, already in debt to your supplier, because there is a specific route out that most people do not know about. 1 in 4 step change clients spending more than 20% of their net income on energy. If that is you, or close to you, this is the most important section. First, energy debt is not like credit card debt. Your supplier cannot cut you off between October 1st and March 31st if you are a vulnerable household, anyone with children under 5, anyone with a medical condition requiring electricity, anyone over 60. Outside those dates, they still must follow a regulated process. They must offer you a repayment plan you can afford. If they have not done that, they may be in breach of their Ofgem license. Second, if you are on a prepayment meter and you have self-disconnected, ran out of credit and just stopped, contact your supplier and ask for emergency credit. Every prepayment meter is legally required to have it. Third, go to Citizens Advice or Step Change. Both free. Both regulated. Step Change can negotiate with your supplier directly on your behalf. Citizens Advice has energy advisors who know the specific rights your supplier is hoping you do not know. Do not suffer in silence waiting for July. The tools to fight this exist right now. And here is the final thing, the one that works regardless of your tariff, your supplier, or your situation. The one move that works for everyone: audit your usage this week. Not next month. This week. Go through every appliance on standby. Every old fridge, every second freezer. An old fridge freezer can cost £150 a year to run. A tumble dryer used 3 times a week adds £130 a year. You do not need a smart meter to do this. A plug-in energy monitor, £15 from Amazon, and 1 afternoon. That single afternoon can identify £200 to £400 in annual waste. That is more than the July cap rise. You can win this before it starts. To recap, check your warm home discount eligibility and update your DWP details now. Compare fixed tariffs today. The deals below the July cap will not last. Apply to ECO for if your home is D-rated or below, it is free. If you are in debt, call Step Change or Citizens Advice before July. And audit your home this weekend. Links to Citizens Advice, Step Change, the Ofgem comparison tool, and the ECO for portal are all in the description. Not financial advice, but this is the information they should be putting on the 6 o'clock news. If this helped you, share it with someone who is going to get hit by this in July and does not know they have options. Subscribe to Recession Playbook UK. Practical strategies that actually work.